First women's semi-final for 2011 Australian Open. Caroline Wozniacki of Denmark, Li Na of China.
Lovely.
Bad miss there for Li Na. Perhaps a few nerves down both ends of the court out here. Wozniacki desperate to prove a point and make her way through, take her first Grand Slam title, justify that #1 ranking. And stop all the questions every time she's asked about it.
Yeah, I'm sure she's sick of being cross-examined over the issue. Another unforced error from Li Na. Might take her a little while to find the range on her ground strokes, but if and when she does, and undoubtedly she will, she'll be dangerous.
Well, that's the sort of tennis we've come to expect from Li Na here in Australia over the last few weeks. Really dominating with huge ground strokes. She hits it flat and hard. Has terrific footwork and creates so much pace. That one at 134 kilometres an hour. Just has heavier hitting abilities to Wozniacki. But the Dane ever so consistent. Fights hard, runs hard.
Oh dear. So Wozniacki holds serve. 3 unforced errors from Li Na in that game. Well, if she's half as convincing in this match, she might be on a winner, and that certainly was.
Well, here you see the great defensive abilities of Wozniacki on the stretch.
But that style of play is a strength for Li Na as well. Nervous opening moments for Lina.
Yes, everything just a little bit sloppy. Well, Lina just not able to stay in the points long enough. She's going for the bigger shot, producing an error. There's her husband,
And
Zhang
coach.
Shan. Yeah, and coach. Officially this year. They got married some 6 years ago. They have a wedding anniversary coming up soon. It's been a very successful partnership. They bent the romance rules in China at first to let them be together.
They've got rules for romance?
Well, certainly
I thought that was one game in which there were no rules.
back in mid 2005, 2006 they did. Lina really needs to fight her way back here.
13-14.
Missed again, and a break of serve. Wozniacki to love early in this semi-final.
Wozniacki leads 2 games to love.
Wozniacki absorbs pace very well. And Lina is the one out there having to create the speed on the ball.
Assuming for a minute that Lina sorts out the unforced errors and settles in here, which of the two is going to have the better opportunistic attacking ability?
Oh, Lina, without a doubt. What we've seen of her throughout this tournament particularly, she is very aggressive. But at the moment, just too inconsistent.
15-0.
She won't like this start. Well, Lina really making Wozniacki stretch for that volley. Wozniacki not the most comfortable player at the net.
15-14.
Well, Lina getting the footwork going and really getting some more pace on these forehands. This one out in front. And she's well balanced to strike that one. She's a great athlete. Terrific footwork and movement around the court. And just a few nerves to start this match. Great depth from Wozniacki. Deep into Lina's backhand to save one break point.
Break back for Lina, making Wozniacki run and run some more.
Wozniacki leads 2-1. 15-9.
After Lina beat Andrea Pekovic in the quarterfinals, Pekovic said that she thought Lina could go all the way, that she has to get the game to win the title here. And she talked about what we've already discussed, just the pace of those ground strokes and the great movement around the court. But something she also described as sneaky aggressive, like you don't actually know she's going to explode into the shot. And that pace just creeps up on you.
Just missed. And if it hadn't caught the tape, it would have been a winner.
Well, that is such a high-quality point from both women. And interesting to see there that it was Wozniacki who was the aggressor in the point, taking the opportunity to move forward and put the pressure on Lina, forcing her to go for the pass.
What I find Lina does well is not always take the obvious attacking opportunity. And she'll let one go, she'll let two go, and then just when you think she's not going to do it, then she does. Well, a dead net cord for Lee Na seals the game and levels us up at 2-all.
2 games all.
Oh, some good hitting from Wozniacki.
59.
A little more topspin on the ball that she hits to that of Lee Na, but still travelling through the court very fast and very deep she's keeping it. There's Caroline's father, Peter. Talented family. Her brother's also a pro soccer player. Amazing how many of the top players have got sporting pedigrees.
Her mother was on the Polish national volleyball team as well.
49.
I think it's fair to say we've settled in here for what's going to be an engrossing first women's semi-final match. A break of serve each way. Back on course now. Wozniacki leading 3-2. At the opening down the line.
Love 13.
Well, they're the sort of shots we just have not seen from Lee Na in her progress through to the semi-final. Not quite as sharp with the footwork. Nice serve out wide. I think that's one that she would be well served to use more.
Oh. Well, those are the sorts of shots that Lina can't afford to miss and doesn't normally miss.
I think she's just feeling a little under the gun out here, just with the way Wozniacki has started and the way that she's responded to her shots. Hasn't been able to hang in the points long enough. Just panic a little bit.
Wozniacki's finishing call on the right baseline. The ball was called good.
Well, she's been hitting with a little much too depth on quite a few occasions, Lina. Did she overhit again here? Wozniacki thinks so. It's in though. Gosh, just caught the line. One challenge
13,
lost
14.
by Wozniacki.
Wozniacki has 2 challenges remaining.
There's the sneaky attack by Lina to save the second break point.
Juice.
Well, a terrific first serve from Lina, and then really launching herself into the backhand, going on the offensive. She's really going to have to be assertive out here against Wozniacki.
Advantage Wozniacki. Net. First serve.
Double fault.
Game, Wozniacki.
And Wozniacki gets the break advantage again to lead by 4 games to 2.
4 games to 2.
Might be opportune to see if we can analyse some of the early factors that are influencing this match.
Well, Wozniacki hitting most of her shots way behind the baseline, as we would expect with the power shots of Lina, but she's trying to get forward on the baseline, but really she's quite happy back there, running a lot of shots down and returning with some great depth. Lina, she's shorter in the court, trying to get inside the court, but I've got to say the depth of Wozniacki today has been very good, meaning that Lina is making contact 3/4 of the time behind the baseline. And her tactic will be to try and take control of the court, try and get on or inside the baseline to start dominating the points.
Not only consistent depth from Wozniacki, but greater consistency.
And at the moment, nothing coming off for Lina. Right sort of shot there, short in the court.
14 unforced errors for Lina against 3 for Wozniacki. That's a measure of how things are going.
Net. First serve.
And again, Lina misses.
The toughest point of the match so far, and you're right. It's Lina who comes out on the losing end.
Just the certainty is lacking in her game. Wozniacki refusing to lose these points. She is fighting so hard in defence. And then able to turn it around by unsettling Lina.
Net for six.
Well, Wozniacki rubs salt into the wound. She holds serve to love. She leads by 5 games to 2 in the first set.
Wozniacki's challenging ball on the left base. The ball's called good.
I think it's a fair challenge too. She missed the last one, but she might be right this time. Yep, it's out. Saw that clearly and was quick to challenge.
Well, she scarred that one, but really everything has been going Caroline's way. She's really come out here with a great attitude.
I think she missed that too. Yes, she did.
That sums up this first set. Just missing that sort of ball. Hanging in the air. And normally she would just smack that away for a winner. I think she's thinking too much about things out here. Maybe as a result of nerves early in the match and just too many errors now flowing.
Made one.
Well, she has to keep going after these sorts of shots, hitting down the line, using her trademark winners. Has to persevere to find them.
Oh, that's much, much better.
14-30.
Well, good footwork. It's that one with authority. 7th winner. Still got a way to catch the unforced errors, though.
Wozniacki leads 5 games to 3.
Well, interestingly, you mentioned footwork, Karen, because the first thing to suffer with nerves is footwork.
Absolutely, and I think that's what happened at the start of this set. And good job from Lina there, coming back from that terrible miss of the drive volley and recovering to come up with some good down-the-line winners. And I think that's something she's got to really focus on doing. Has to keep being aggressive.
Wozniacki, 5-3, serving for the first set. Traffic has been pretty much all her way so far. Oh, what a point. What a point. I think it's fair to say forced into error again by Wozniacki.
59.
Longest rally of the match so far, 21 shots. Wozniacki's form of controlled aggression paying off. So consistent. Oh, that's a great move from Caroline. Just showing how confident she is out here. Don't see her come into the net that often. Well, first double from the Dane. She's been doing very well on her serve, 61% of first serves in, and winning a high percentage of them, 86%. So her first serve has been very effective. On the flip side, Li Na has been a bit wild with the returns. Started controlling them better as this set has gone on.
So whilst he's winning 86% of first serves, Li Na's winning only 50% of hers, which says something about Wozniacki's returns at the same time.
Massive point right here.
Brings up set point.
14-13.
Slower serve, wide by Wozniacki, mishit by Li Na. Correction, that was good.
Wozniacki challenging the ball on the left baseline.
It was clearly good.
Good.
It wasn't cleanly hit, I don't think, and it might have been a bit lucky, but it was good. Oh, gosh. Well, that shocked me.
Good challenge
That's
from
the first set.
Wozniacki.
Well, goodness. Wozniacki takes the first set by 6 games to 3.
6 games to 3.
That's a nice start for Li Na.
59.
Of course, she'd dearly like to be the first Chinese player to get through to a Grand Slam final. It's hard enough when you want that for yourself, but when it's the first time for your country as well, it's a huge pressure added. Well, this already looks like a different mindset from Li Na. Just pulling back a little bit and not using quite as much pace, not going for the lines and using a little more control.
Well, she made some decisions, obviously, on the change of ends at the end of the first set, Li Na.
First game, second set.
Yes, I think she really tempered things in that game. Calmed down, if you like, because I felt like there was panic about her game in that first set. She was making so many errors, but that game, just a different feel about it.
Well, the power she was using in the first set was coming back at her and coming back better than she could give. Well, you see, she's such a great retriever, Wozniacki. She just forces Lina to go for more and more angle, and again, she's come up with an unforced error. 18 in total.
Accelerating nicely into that last backhand. Again, not going for too much in terms of the lines, but a bit of extra pace on it. Oh, yes. Well, Wozniacki disguising that well. Always good hitting it shorter in the court.
Game. Wozniacki. One game on.
Well, good game there from Wozniacki. Particularly good second serve on that last point. I feel like she's just going for a few more now. Missed a couple going for outright winners in that game, Wozniacki, but just showing that she's going to be a little more aggressive as well now that she's got that first set under her belt.
Love it. 15-0.
Like a few more like that, wouldn't she, Lena?
Well, she gets a good first serve in. An angle opening the court up. A nice shot from Lena, holding that last backhand
30-15.
for a split second before Wozniacki made her move, disguising it and swinging it cross court. Well, Wozniacki's so good when she's in a rhythm in these points. Moves beautifully from side to side. And she's there with plenty of time, balance. Guides it down the line.
Going to challenge the fault call. It was certainly a let.
The ball's called out.
Certainly a let, which deflected the flight of the ball slightly. But it's out, so it's a double fault.
Juice. Lee has 2 challenges remaining.
No luck with the volley.
Advantage.
Tough one to play.
It's a good idea from Lena going in here, but once again, she's going to have to do even more with the approach to try and get Wozniacki off balance and stretching for those rather than giving her a hit at them. Great shot from Wozniacki.
Tried to spoon that one back from an impossible position, Wozniacki.
Well, her dad, Peter, I'm sure would be very happy with what's going on out here. She's anticipating well where Lena is putting the shots. Well, a rare miss from Wozniacki.
very ineffectual attempt at a lob by Lina. Didn't get over Wozniacki's head, and she was right at the net. Well, almost. Well, that's not a bad sign for Lina. She, when under pressure, often talks to herself like that on court and then manages to persuade herself somehow to turn things around. But she certainly needs a change of fortune here. Pressure intense in this service game.
I think she might be having a word to her husband, who's down that end of the court.
Oh, I'm sure the remarks are intended for him.
Probably complaining about how good this return was from Wozniacki. Enabling her to have a big swing, the weaker short ball.
Wozniacki challenging the ball on the left side. The ball's called good.
Will this be an ace?
Well, Lina gave the impression that she was confident it was, and it is.
That's a nice way to save a break point.
Wozniacki has 2 challenges remaining.
Once again, she sets the point up so beautifully.
Advantage, Wozniacki.
And then fails in putting it away. Husband's looking worried. She's missed quite a few balls at the net that normally she would put away easily. Tough end, though, with the sun up there. So a wise move from Wozniacki, throwing the ball up in the air. Couldn't do much else.
Boy, she had to work overtime to win that point.
Well, that's what Wozniacki does so well. She puts pressure on her opponent. She makes it exceptionally difficult for them to put the ball away. She runs so many balls down and does good things with them as well. Very clever with her strategy around the court.
Advantage, Ning.
Gee, I thought that ball on the sideline from Wozniacki was out. There was no call from the linesperson nor from the umpire. Lina was standing right across there. 10 minutes 30 this game has been going, and it's a struggle for life or death here for Lina, really.
Yeah, pivotal game. Has to assert herself early in this second set.
Whatever Lina does, Wozniacki's doing it better. That's what it adds up to.
Advantage, Wozniacki.
Well, Wozniacki just reading the Lina game beautifully, moving well around the court. And when she does get a little opportunity, she's the one making the winner, the off forehand on that occasion.
Well, she's the one going for the shots and making few errors. Double fault, break of serve. 2 games to 1, Wozniacki, and she leads by 1 set to love.
Love 15.
Great test of Lina's maturity here to see if she can stage a fight back, get her game together. I guess it's interesting when you're talking maturity, looking at a 28-year-old player with Lina against a 20-year-old who is already the world #1 and plays with a great deal of composure and maturity and mental strength. Lina lost quite a few years, at least 1.5 with injuries, has had 3 surgeries on that right knee, also had a bad rib injury that kept her out for months.
And 2 years out by choice.
That's right, 2002 to 2004, Lina just disappeared. She decided to quit and felt too pressured by those around her.
Well, I've got the feeling that feeling has returned.
She's feeling pressured today, that's for sure. But I loved when she was asked about leaving the sport and going and studying journalism, which she did. Why did you leave when you're so good at tennis? And she said, well, I'm good at the studies too. An exceptional talent.
Wozniacki. Wozniacki leads 3 games to 1.
And doing it very comfortably.
Looking here at the Wozniacki serve direction, and she is playing mainly to the forehand of Lina, particularly in the ad court, swinging it down the middle or into the body of Lina. Same with the second serve, trying to get some body serves and getting to the forehand. That's why the backhand, the more solid side. This ball just dropping too short, allowing Lina to step in Really give it a little bit of extra heat. Good assertive play there from Lina when Wozniacki put up more top spun shot. She really got over the top of it. Encouraging signs. Can she string them together here? Well, very effective when she's able to open the court up with the serve and then use the flatter ground stroke. That one played fairly conservatively, didn't have to do too much. The court was open.
Wozniacki leads 3-2. Even though she's been directing a lot of the traffic to the forehand, she has varied it and won cheap points by mixing it up. It's like those two. Well, all too easy for Caroline Wozniacki at the moment. Playing so solidly, serving well. And Lina doesn't seem to have any answers at the moment.
Success rate off the second serve is appalling. Wozniacki is dealing with it severely.
They didn't have to move a lot, turning the shoulders, unloading down the line. Not effective enough.
Well, you see again there, perfect illustration of the way the trend of this match has gone. Wozniacki stretched to the extreme on 2 occasions to keep the ball in play and let Lina make the mistake.
Well, Lina also came in during that point and played a mid-court drive volley and then retreated. Just has not been able to play those shots confidently and win the points. And the look on her husband's face says it all.
No, first set.
Took an exceptional first serve to set up that winning point for Lena.
15-13.
Looking up at the scoreboard, though, it's not all that encouraging.
She could turn this match around. She's come back from some pretty hefty deficits lately. Built a reputation in her own mind as a fighter. In Sydney, she recovered from being set and well down in the second against Svetlana Kuznetsova. And in the final was 5-love down against Kim Clijsters and came back. I think those victories just gave her such confidence in her own belief. So let's see if she can draw on it here today. Oh, she did enough with that one. Still not hit confidently. Took the pace off.
14-13.
And rolled it into the court, but enough to get a game point.
Wozniacki has challenged the call on that baseline. It was out, so it's game for Lena. A sigh of relief, and that was as good a fighting game as we've seen from her.
Wozniacki leads 4-3.
And a good start for what could be Lena's last chance to get back into the match.
Well, she really has not done well with those second serves sliced to her forehand, just sitting up. It's had a lot of trouble putting the forehand away cross court.
Digging a deep hole, Lena.
Well, that serve 122 kilometres an hour, and really in the strike zone of the Lena backhand. I'm sure she's saying to herself, no excuses. Oh, yes, she's found it. Wozniacki trying to jam her up with the serve.
14-13.
Lina, such a talented ball striker, rotates the upper body. Well, this is very interesting. From 40 love back to deuce.
Deuce.
In this key game.
Well, that was a service game that should have set Wozniacki up for the match.
Advantage Lee.
And instead it may mark the start of a Lina comeback. If she can break back here.
Lina puts herself back in the contest. Service break for 4-all in the second set.
Great job from Lina in that game. After going down in the game, some horrendous returns, got it together, came up with some beauties, and is now back in the fight.
Short serve out wide, 145 Ks, but wonderfully effective.
Oh, sensational pickup from Wozniacki. Brave play by the world #1 here. Believing in herself and coming in there and landing a lunge volley, which ends up the winner.
Grown from the packed house here on Rod Laver Arena. That was a very shaky second serve. And immediately Wozniacki positioned to strike back and set herself up. If she can break here to serve for the match. Serve has troubled Lina all day. Second serve in particular has let her down badly. is the break for Wozniacki. Now leads by a set and 5-4 with serve to come.
Wozniacki leads 5-4.
Well, that return of serve from Lina, notable for the lack of pace on the wall, but it was straight down the line.
Oh. 15-0.
That time, she takes it out of the air with confidence.
15-13.
Well, she's had too few opportunities to do that, and some of the time she's just overcooked them. Wozniacki, I think I used the word unerring before, and there it is again.
30.
Imperious fashion by the Dane.
Beautiful movement, swinging it in down the line.
Wozniacki poised for victory. Well, a big cheer of encouragement for Lina. She's had so little success getting through the defences of Wozniacki.
I think she's been battling herself as well, just to control the emotions and play these sorts of shots.
Well, a great fighting point by Lina, and she's almost back from the brink. Well, Lina saves a match point. She puts herself back in the game. Talking about leaving it to the last minute.
Well, as I said before, this is something that she did in Sydney. Came back. She looked out of a couple of matches, big matches. none as big as this, with a spot in a Grand Slam final on the line. And just the way Lee Na has come back here might start putting a few doubts in the mind of Caroline Wozniacki.
Oh, exceptional. This is Lee Na's game. This is what we expected to see.
Well, did what she had to do in this point, Lee Na. Nice volley there, dropping it short, out of Wozniacki's reach.
Well, that point specifically designed to put some doubt into Wozniacki's mind. And Lee Na is ahead in this set, ahead anywhere for the first time in this match, 6-5.
Gee, that's been a good serve for her today.
59.
Directing a lot of the serves generally to the Lee Na forehand.
Another case where the second serve wasn't taken advantage of by Lee Na, just 129 kilometres per hour.
Wozniacki's hit a lot of those second serves in at the body on the second serve. First double fault of the set.
Only the second for the match.
Lee Na's husband is back. Must
So
have
is
had
she.
to have a bathroom break.
Well, Jung Shan was a little more fortunate than the Australian coach Jack Reeder, who left the court side during the Andy Murray-Alexander Dolgopolov match. He's Dolgopolov's coach. And while he was gone, briefly, Dolgopolov lost 12 straight points in 3 games.
Super return from Lee Na, exploding into the forehand. Really pounced on this one. Wozniacki not getting it close enough into the body.
Advantage Wozniacki.
Longish rally, 15 shots, that one. Wozniacki again coming out on top. Holding my breath every time Lee Na goes in for the relatively easy put away. First set, she missed so many of those.
Set point. 3-4 games ago, you'd have bet money against this eventuating. Wonderful effort by Lee Na to stay in the point.
Well, there's one shot there that I think people in the crowd were thinking was out. They were calling. A shot of Wozniacki's.
Could easily have put Lee Na off stride. I know she ends up losing the point, but wow, what a contest this game is turning out to be.
Great defence from Wozniacki.
Unbelievable.
Making it very awkward for Lee Na. Great job here from Wozniacki. This next one, putting it up in just the right direction. Making it an awkward high backhand.
No mistake that time. Second set point for Lina.
Advantage Lee.
Double fault, and it's a set all. After Lina looked down and out, Wozniacki had a match point in the 10th game. But Lina somehow has managed to get back into this match at 1 set all.
Loved it. Long setting.
Not too far away from that one. Just a little lapse. Those last 2 points from Lina. He had the momentum after taking that second set. She'd want to keep it here.
On the line, good. Yep.
Sergio.
Fewer unforced errors now from Lina, a few more from Wozniacki. Went for the winner down the line, but couldn't clear the high part of the net.
Yes.
Got to applaud Wozniacki's defensive skills. Even though she's defending, she's always looking to gain the advantage in the point.
No. First.
A fantastic backhand from Li Na.
But that's how good it has to be to best
Advantage Li.
Wozniacki in these points. She runs so much down.
Bit of a struggle, but an important hold of serve for Li Na.
First game, final set.
Well, Li Na well and truly over the nerves and the lack of conviction that plagued her early in this match. After coming back from a match point down, she'll have reason to pat herself on the back and go on with it here. Asking for something at the next changeover.
Well, any lack of conviction on the part of Li Na was forced upon her by the incredible defensive play of Wozniacki.
Oh, hesitation from Li Na.
59.
That's what Wozniacki's done so well throughout this match. She's really unsettled Li Na by just giving her a look at a different sort of ball. Time deep and with more topspin, higher.
Some terrific rallies here. But more often now, Li Na coming out on the winning end of them.
59.
That time again, Wozniacki threw in the slower ball with a higher trajectory, and Li Na going forward and getting it on the rise.
Net. First set. Net. First set.
Well, it was the right idea, great attempt, just a little bit too long.
30-15.
Some debris floating around there, just distracting Li Na. Ball boy's got it.
Fabulous placement from Wozniacki, really getting that ball deep with her backhand down the line.
Wozniacki. 1 game on.
Well, there's a whole new atmosphere about the match now that we've moved into the third set here, the early stages, an air of expectation, a tension in the air, even among the spectators here on the Rod Laver Arena, just wondering which way this match is now going to develop.
Number 10.
I don't know whether Lina just stumbled a little at the end of that last ball, but certainly looked very uncomfortable on it. Wozniacki has done a great job of keeping her off balance. Fabulous 1-2 punch from Lina.
15-0.
Getting a good angle with the serve. She's done well whenever she's been able to get Wozniacki out of the court with the serve. That time going in behind her.
Some luck for Lina.
30-15.
As is so often the case, the luck going with the player trying to be more aggressive. Lina going for an adventurous backhand down the line. It was on track. Five winners, 5 unforced errors for this set for Lina. As we expected from the outset of the match, Lina, the player, going after her shots more.
Big factor, you know, in this match is Wozniacki's anticipation. She seems to know almost without fail where Lina is going to direct the next shot, and she's already moving there. That's why her defense is so good.
Well, it's one of her great skills. She reads the play very well. There is Zhang Shan, impassive as his wife screams up at him. Says their communication and the energy between them is very good at the moment coming into this.
Lee is challenging a call on the left near sideline. The ball's called out.
Believes it was a let, not a fault. That's good.
First serve.
Got it right.
Players certainly seem to know their own shots. They seem to be able to successfully challenge with the shot that they have hit. Often they're not as successful when it's one their opponent has hit.
No easy games for Lina.
Advantage Wozniacki.
And still it's Wozniacki who is winning more of the longer points.
Wozniacki takes the lead in this vital, deciding third set. The first break, 2-1.
Wozniacki leads 2-1. Laver Arena.
Well, dangerous coming in. Lina getting the forehand cross-court past Wozniacki, who was stranded mid-court there. Lina up to the task in that rally, playing patiently with a better quality of shot. Wozniacki trying to vary the pace, not drawing any errors from Lina.
And Lina breaks back to 2-all. And that second last point was a very telling point. The defence of Wozniacki broken down by Lina. One of the rare occasions we've seen that happen in this match.
Yes, too often Lina has made errors in those long points, either pulling the trigger too soon or just getting frustrated. Well, Lina doing well again when she's sliced the ball out to the Wozniacki forehand in the deuce court. Lethal with the shorter replies. Again, coming around that ball, sending it down the middle. Oh, great variety with the serve. Making it difficult for Wozniacki to pick.
That's a clever service game, Lina. Variety the key. She gets a breather. She holds serve with reasonable ease there to lead by 3 games to 2.
3 games to 2. Oh. 59.
A couple of good serves from Wozniacki. Certainly an area of her game that she's improved dramatically since she got through to the US final in 2009.
Well, we've seen Lina cruel a couple of those, but it's the first time for Wozniacki.
We can't blame the wind, and the sun really shouldn't be a big factor, although it is out to the right there on Wozniacki. Just wasn't balanced to play that shot. All her body weight going back. Ooh. We just thrown a little bit by missing that overhead.
Oh, it's the first flash of temperament we've seen from Wozniacki. Yes, made it. Wozniacki's going to challenge, but that's because she's out of sorts.
Certainly looked like it dropped in. Big point here, let's see.
Can't get any better than that.
30-14. Wozniacki has 2 challenges remaining.
Chance for Lena to go ahead.
Oh, great fighting point from Wozniacki. And the use of the slice, the backhand slice, paying dividends for the world #1. Gets down and slices that one so that it stayed low on Lena. Just threw her rhythm that tiny little bit, resulting in the error.
Challenge this, gosh.
Sideline. The ball was called out.
Only 123 kilometres, very short and wide second serve. And it's out by a fair margin.
Second serve.
Well done.
Second break point for Lena. Wozniacki's allowed herself to become unsettled here. Missed overhead, a double fault, a couple of querulous challenges. And Lena stamps some authority on this semi-final match for the first time. She leads by 4 games to 2.
Leads 4 games to 2.
Certainly the doubts are in Wozniacki's mind now. And Lena feeling a lot better about the way things are going out here. She can't afford to think too much about what all this might mean. Well, she knew exactly what she wanted to do. Slide the first serve out, make sure of it, and take Wozniacki way out wide, open the court up, but then she steered the next shot, showing there's a fair bit of tension there in her arm. Wozniacki not nearly as flawless as she was earlier. Cause for concern in her camp. 7 unforced errors and not a winner in this third set yet.
Yeah, good call. She's going to challenge again.
And this is her last challenge. She must be fairly sure.
Oh, I wouldn't be backing her chances. It is in. Oh. Well, as you said, Karen, players have a better feel for the balls they hit themselves. Gosh, 6-0. Well, Lina doing to Wozniacki there what Wozniacki's been doing to her.
Really dragging her wide with that second serve. Not a quick one, 128. Well, that was an opportunity for Lina, and she knows it.
Key point lost by Lina. Break back point for Wozniacki. And Wozniacki breaks back. Well, she might well live to rue the day there, Lina.
4 games to 3.
Oh, gosh. What
And
an
again. And there's
indecision.
so much hesitation with the way she approached that shot. And throughout the match, we've seen quite a few examples there. Just not sure where she was in the court, whether to play it or not. Again, an indicator of some nerves there. Well, that's more like it from Lina. After two pretty terrible errors to start the game, coming back again, the backhand saving the day as it so often has. She's found the line.
You have one.
Yeah, she's just looking around to see whether she's got a challenge up her sleeve.
She's not certain enough about that one
No.
to challenge, though.
She's not going to waste the last one.
Did look like it dropped in.
Yep.
Wise to not waste that one.
Oh! Well, that was even bigger than the 30-all point on Lee Na's serve.
40-30.
On many occasions today, we've seen Lee Na miss at the end of the long rallies, particularly off the forehand side, trying to bring it back cross-court. Very front on.
That was a real hitting duel.
Sven Groeneveld, who helps Caroline.
Oh, gosh, you held your breath.
It's only because of how many she's missed like that today. But staying on track there with a terrific shot. Really getting Wozniacki on the stretch, and the shorter ball, she got in quickly enough for that one. Just got it before it got too low.
Two huge points coming up. On the line. She's going to challenge or not? No, she's waved it away. Yeah, she is going to challenge.
It looked in.
I thought it was in. It's called good. She's going to challenge. It's a last challenge, Wozniacki. It's good. And it puts Lee Na in a terrific position here. Breaks, and she leads by 5 games to 3. She is in the ascendancy in this semi-final. After being down match point in the 10th game of the second set, the seemingly impossible.
5 games to 3.
Well, what an incredible point there to get herself into this position. She's really dug in, Lee Na.
Serving for a place in the final. First ever if she gets through for a Chinese player.
Well, Zhang Shan is checking the credit card limit right now. Talking about how she has the sprees, the more match she wins, loves the shopping. The way she's fought back here.
This is an incredible staying performance by Lee Na. 2 points away from the match. Two and a half hours of torrid tennis here between these two. Lee Na battered and bruised by her efforts to break through the defense of Wozniacki. It's out.
It's out. She's going to challenge, but I think this one might have missed.
Well, she's got 3 challenges up her sleeve. She can afford to at this stage of the match.
The ball is called out.
Challenge more in disappointment, I think, at the fact that she worked so hard for this point, and it's out. 2 millimetres out.
Relief for Wozniacki.
30 all. Lee has 2 challenges remaining.
That was a huge point.
Thank you.
Match point for Lena. Almost there.
40-13.
What a wonderful, wonderful match this has been. What a contest. It's out. Lena is in the final.
261, 267, 16.
There is a match ready in the final, #1 semi-final, and welcome to Aryna Sabalenka. She's won the World Singles Final for the Australian Championship of 2008.